As we move forward through our college life, the stress only seemed to get worse. With increasingly hard classes in our future, the mental strain sometimes feels unbearable. Moreover, the fear of the unknown future adds an additional layer of uncertainty and doubt to our minds. As a biology major in a pre-med track, here are some of the ways I use to cope with my ever so growing stress. Stress takes a toll on our bodies in two main ways: physically and mentally. Too much stress can lead to physical manifestations of stress in the form of muscle tension, digestive issues, weakened immune system, sleep disturbances, and much more. Overall, chronic stress can have a profound impact on physical health, increasing the risk of developing chronic conditions. In terms of mental manifestations, stress can lead to a variety of symptoms and conditions, including anxiety, depression, difficulty concentrating, and insomnia. As a student who has many things to juggle in my day to day life, I have had my fair share of pitfalls. I learned early on what the consequences of pushing myself to the brink were. In the junior year of high school, I took as many as 8 AP classes. I pushed myself to the breaking point, surviving on as little as 4 hours of sleep each night, sometimes with none at all. I was severely sleep deprived, as well as exhausted. The curiosity for knowledge was all but gone. As I was nearing the end of the year, I realized that I was not getting the grades I wanted to get, and I was slowly losing myself in the process. So, when I started college, I changed for the better. I told myself that all nighters were a must not. I promised myself to study smart, not hard. Sometimes we need to make these promises to ourselves in order to keep one's own mental health and physical health intact through college. As a student who has two jobs and works in a research lab, I have to manage my time as efficiently as possible. I don't wait till the last minute to finish homework. I start studying 1 week before the exam, and this has so far proven to be less stressful in the long run, as well as fruitful in its results. Now I know all of this is easier said than done, but you need to get into this kind of habit in order to move forward in a difficult field of study. Because as you run along the path, you will need to take more courses with increasing difficulty, and learning to effectively allocate time is a skill that will prove to be beneficial. Sometimes, no method or preparedness can lessen the impact of a busy schedule and exhausted mind. When I'm stretched with about every day in my life, if the time allows it, I take a 20-minute nap. No more, no less. Sometimes these small amounts of rest can make the difference between understanding a concept in minutes to spending hours racking your brain trying to figure out it works. But I understand we all don't have time for rest sometimes. You can try meditating. Meditating, even for 10 minutes, has proven to increase awareness as well as give the mind something within itself to concentrate. This will bring your heart rate and blood pressure down and calm the mind. This is a very effective way to reduce stress. Another way is to allocate time to work out. It not only takes your mind off things for a few minutes, but also gives you time to truly focus on your own well being. Now I know these are common techniques that everybody says works for them, and we're all unique, but it's worthwhile to try things that at least have the possibility of reducing one's own stress. Incorporating practices like meditating and exercises offers additional relief. While everybody's coping mechanisms vary, it's essential to prioritize self-care and explore strategies that works for you. By finding balance amidst the demands of college, we can navigate the journey with resilience.